Hi, my name is Andolina. I'm 16 years old and this is my 9th year doing public presentations. This year I'm doing a speech. I'm from Erie County and my club name is the Lawton's Progressors. One of my favorite teachers once told me, "If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Of everything I've learned throughout high school, that quote has stuck with me like nothing else. I found it to be applicable to so many areas of my life. Although that teacher taught me Spanish, he also taught me that confidence is the master key that will open endless doors while traveling throughout life. Whatever the task may be, charging that task head-on with confidence as your trusty steed will make even the most impossible goals achievable. An excellent example of confidence being an incredible aid is what I'm doing right now, speaking in front of all of you. Without confidence, I wouldn't be up here. Confidence, however, isn't something that can be bought, something that can be borrowed from a friend, or even something you're born with. Confidence is something acquired through experiences, and something that must be worked on to achieve. The steps required to obtain confidence in oneself are to believe in oneself, not to be afraid of challenges, to learn from mistakes, to be an optimist, to put a positive spin on negative things that happen, and to learn to accept compliments. To commence, the first step to take is to truly believe in yourself. Whatever it is that must be accomplished will become an achievable goal by using faith in oneself as a motivational tool. For instance, if winning the basketball game is the goal of the day, going onto the court with the vision of yourself scoring the winning basket will serve as motivation and provide confidence for you achieving that goal. The opposite is just as true. If winning the game is built up to be something impossible, while on the court, that motivation and confidence will be non-existent. Likewise, while seated at a desk looking down at the PSATs, you should imagine receiving your scores, and then a scholarship along with them. This confidence and motivation will help throughout the tedious and demanding exam. But just as I said before, if failure takes control of all thought, those 4 hours of testing will seem like a lifetime. Further, don't let anyone tell you that you can't, because you can. Did you know that Ronald Reagan once auditioned for a movie, but was declined the part because he wasn't considered presidential enough for the role? Imagine how good he felt when he actually became president. He clearly didn't let anyone tell him what he could or could not be. In short, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If it can be pictured in the mind, then that's half the battle already won. It is equally important not to be afraid of challenges, but to view them as opportunities for improvement and experience. When faced with a challenge, don't back down and take the easy way out. Go the extra mile to produce an admirable end result. This will demonstrate potential, motivation, and confidence in oneself. For example, when asked to write a paper with a minimum of 2 pages, don't stop when 2 pages has been reached. Continue to explain every point fully and add as much related information as possible. Similarly, when picking a schedule for the following year, don't just fill it with easy electives. Take challenging courses and reveal not only to your teachers, but also to yourself that you're confident that you'll do well. Along with impressing a teacher or boss, impressing oneself results in nothing but a gain in confidence. As we all know, no one can be right all the time. No one can be successful at every single task on the very first try. Dwelling over mistakes won't lead to anything positive or constructive. The path that will improve confidence is to learn from mistakes, so that if faced with a similar challenge in the future, improvements can be made. Another important tip to keep in mind is that failures and mistakes shouldn't be viewed as something to be regretted. They should be looked upon as simply experience. Another key point that goes hand in hand with using mistakes as aids for future success is to be an optimist as opposed to a pessimist. With this in mind, let's say a pessimistic person applied to Harvard Law School and was rejected. Their response would be along the lines of, "Since I didn't get into Harvard, I'll never become a lawyer or get a good job. There's clearly no hope for me. I'll just have to spend the rest of my life living off my parents in their basement." As you can see, a pessimist lets one failure ruin the rest of his or her life. On the contrary, if an optimistic person applied to Harvard Law School and was rejected, their response would be more along the lines of, "Well, since I didn't get into Harvard, that stinks, but it's okay. That's one of the top schools in the country, so needless to say, I had a lot of competition. But I can still become a lawyer and get a good job once I graduate." Simply stated, an optimist puts a positive spin on their failure and still strives for success. Has anyone told you that attitude is everything? As much as you might hate to admit it, they were right. Having a positive attitude demonstrates confidence in oneself to succeed. To elaborate on the importance of being an optimist, be sure to put a positive spin on negative things that happen, which keep the negative from diminishing one's confidence. To clarify, if after giving an oral report your grade is received and it's not as high as you'd hoped it'd be, because of points lost from saying or like, don't dwell on your bad grade. Put a positive spin on the comment and use it as advice to improve your next oral report. Likewise, if after staying up late the night before your soccer game, the performance you presented was less than exemplary, don't worry over the mistake in judgment. Just be sure to obtain a good night's sleep the day preceding a game. By doing so, that puts a twist on your loss and helps turn it into a future win. Moreover, accept compliments when they are given. This demonstrates that you are proud of yourself and what you do. In other words, that you're a confident person. Accept those compliments graciously by saying, "Yes, I spent a lot of time on that. Thank you for recognizing and appreciating my effort." Keep in mind to let others sing your praises. Don't sing them yourself. A confident person knows in their mind that they are proud of who they are and their accomplishments throughout life. Someone who isn't confident will glorify themselves to others because of insecurities. Nonetheless, compliments should always be accepted when they are given, because this shows that not only do others recognize your talent, but that you do too. Finally, if put into a situation where confidence is hard to find, fake it. Maintain poise, make eye contact, and smile. By radiating confidence, people will respond well, which, if anything, would help build the confidence that was previously not present. Be sure not to look down at the floor, cross your arms, or fidget. Don't give anyone even a single inkling of any insecurities. In summation, confidence is the key to anyone who strives for success in everything they do. Gaining confidence will help out in all areas of life and be nothing but beneficial. Again, the easy but essential steps to take to obtain confidence in oneself are to believe in oneself, not to be afraid of challenges, to learn from mistakes, to be an optimist, to put a positive spin on negative things that happen, and to learn to accept compliments. Although, just as Rome wasn't built in a day, confidence won't appear overnight. However, by being confident and working hard at every opportunity that is presented, you can achieve anything. And always remember, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. I obtained my information from a website entitled www.mindtools.com/selfconfidence.html, my religious education teacher and personal experience. This concludes my presentation.